Hello, Dímelo, Dominican York. What's going on, everybody? What the is going on? Gonna make a real quick one. I'm tired. I go to work this evening. Cut the grass today, so I did it early. Did it while the grass was relatively light, so it was an easier job. Did it pretty quick. You know, a fragrance that I picked up on a blind buy from Jomashop for $16, well, $16.99, is this Ard Al Zaafaran, and this is Dirham. And this is a EDP. Again, this is Dirham, EDP concentration, and it was a blind buy. And the first day I did put it on a scent strip, and it tasted really good on the scent strip. Not anything that I immediately gravitated to right away, but last week I wanted to put it on, so I put it on for a second, and it to me hit me like really floral. So I wasn't really feeling it that day. And then today I really wanted to give it a try, right? I don't know. I wanted to give it a try. Anyway, I'm wearing Salvo Elixir right now. Earlier, after I showered, I oversprayed. And this thing was eating me up. So I actually took a shower. And then I respectfully sprayed sparingly. You know, only 2 sprays and stopped. But when I got out the shower, I did like 5 body sprays, 2 arms, and then around my neck. I overdid it. I overdid it. This Salvo, not as strong as the real deal from everything that I've watched online, but it can be overpowering, especially in that opening and in that first 30 minutes, an hour. I didn't even last, I think, a full 30 minutes. I showered to knock it down to get it off my skin. Still smelled it in the air, of course. It was lingering. And then, you know, I dabbed twice. So, and then afterwards, a couple hours later, I put one on my arm here. And then I think about 15 minutes ago, I put another one on this arm. But Salvo Elixir, I do like it. It is a dupe of Sauvage Elixir. But this is what the star of the show today is, Dirham. Top notes are bergamot, citrus, cardamom. Heart notes are roses, jasmine, and lavender. So those 3 flower heart notes, I think, really fucked me up at first and kind of was a little off-putting because I tend to lean away from flowers, finding them feminine. But the base notes kind of brought it back. Vetiver, sandalwood, cedar. So that opening and that closing, or the base, the dry down. So ended up spraying this liberally. So I did about 4 sprays, and then I cut the grass. Now, after I cut the grass, I showered, so I knew I was going to shower. But I think that's 3 showers today already. But the Dirham was invigorating, light, effervescent, refreshing. Dare I say refreshing? I didn't find it strong, overbearing, and offensive. So I was really enjoying the Dirham, which I didn't the first time. And I'm noticing that with fragrance. I'm learning to respect fragrances. This is not the first time I've showered after spraying or overspraying. It's happened at least 3 times in the last week. I did it with Oud for Glory. I did it with Lattafa's Oud for Glory. I did it with Mancera's Cedrat Boisé. I haven't shown it on the channel, but I do have the Mancera Cedrat Boisé. And I did shower after overspraying that the first time. And honestly, it was a little off-putting the very first time I experienced it. And it's since become something that I keep gravitating to. And I haven't really worn it officially all day. I think once I did. But I haven't really just delved into it all day. Like I'm giving Salvo all day today, right? I'm giving Salvo all day today. Even though I woke up with, and you guys are going to kill me, I've got the real Oud wood, but you guys know I've got woody Oud. So yesterday, this came in, and I'll talk about that later. But Tobacco Touch with it, which is the dupe of Tobacco Vanille or Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford, and the first spray of this, I didn't really enjoy. I did not enjoy the first spray. It was kind of rough on me. it was kind of rough on my nose. I don't think I washed it, but I think I sprayed something else to, like, amber and leather or something, which is the dupe of ombre leather. But and I like the scent profile. That's why I do the dupe. But these dupes are actually really good. But then I ended up actually, by the end of yesterday, I ended up spraying 2 dabs of the Tobacco Touch, and you can do it lightly. This is a decent enough sprayer that you can just lightly spray a little bit, not overspray, not a full spray, but a half spray, a quarter spray, and then a full spray on the body. So I full spray on the body, maybe even 2, and then a quarter to a half a spray on each wrist. Oh, intoxicating together. It to me, that was a good blend. I'll have to talk about that another time. But I've got the woody oud, the Toscano leather, and the tobacco oud from Mason Alhambra as the dupes. I do have the OG oud wood from Tom Ford. My wife got me the 1.7. I don't have any others. My wife does have the Tom Ford ombre leather, which I got for her, so I can use that instead of the amber and leather. And of course, I've got the oud wood instead of having the woody oud. But for day-to-days, when I want to experiment with fragrance and scents, which is a lot of what I'm doing now, I will use these, which are so close. So close. I smelled the oud wood at the store. That's why I ended up getting the dupe. And my wife got it for me. I think I'm going to end up getting the body cream, or a place called Lux Fragrance, or Lux something. They're selling either body lotions, body wash, creams, you name it, and it'll have the scent of your choice. I guess they decant into the cream or whatever, but I'm really interested in getting one of those in the oud wood. Actually, I want to get the ombre leather, the oud wood, the Toscano leather, and the tobacco vanilla, all 4 in the Tom Fords for the body cream. So that's going to be like $80 total, which isn't bad, but I want to try with one. I'll start with one. It'll probably be the oud wood. But again, I don't know why I put it away, and I just kept rambling. This fragrance journey is fun. Anyway, the Dirham from Ard Al Zaafaran. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But this is actually a beautiful scent. If you take the time to appreciate it, this is a beautiful scent, and it's $16.99 on Jomashop. You might be able to find it less expensive or cheaper somewhere else. But again, I enjoyed it. It was a blind buy. The first time, did not enjoy. Today, as an invigorating scent for myself, outside, it was not a scent I wanted to enjoy indoors. I enjoyed this outdoors. Maybe that makes a big difference. Because outdoors, you're not, even though I would enjoy this to myself indoors, but barely a full spray. Barely a full spray. You don't need a full spray of this indoors. Outdoors, I did 2 and I was fine, but you're outside, the breeze is blowing, it's dissipating in the air, your scent trail, your bubble, your sillage is getting exposed and dissipating again. But this is a beautiful scent. Again, I was kind of concerned the first time because all of the flowery aspects of it, but it really brought it together, and especially being outdoors, perfect time for me. Again, I'm starting to understand how the situational, because really I'll rock any cologne, anytime, any day, anywhere, any place, anytime, whatever. I did that. But I'm getting the situational, and I always understood that there was a different scent for a different occasion, but I'm getting to appreciate it more and more the more I study and learn about fragrance. Anyway, que Dios te bendiga. I want to thank you for hanging out with Uncle Bo. Dirham, Jomashop, $16.99. Starts out really clean, maybe a little too soft and florally for some, like myself. But then if you take your time to enjoy it, it really comes together. At the end, the vetiver, sandalwood, and cedar really help bring that passion together. and make it an enjoyable fragrance once the dry down occurred. So again, Dirham from Ard Al Zaafaran. One to try out. Que Dios te bendiga. Peace.